Merry Christmas, fuckers. It's Andy here, and welcome to a special festive edition of Video Game Deathmatch. You just found me getting a late Christmas Eve snack before I head to bed. Since we're here, and 'tis the season, I thought it might be fun to do something a little different this time. Give the wanton bloodshed and ceaseless competition a rest for a moment, and just celebrate some games. Christmas-themed games, to be precise. So join me as... what the fuck was that? Hold on, guys. I think I'm being robbed. Looks like I need to break out my trusty home defense crossbow. There's definitely someone in there. Fucking ransack my place at Christmas, will you? Okay, here goes. Say hi to baby Jesus for me, motherfucker. Oh, fuck.
Mother God.
Fuck. I've only gone and killed Santa Claus. Hold on. Kitchen. Yeah, a kitchen knife. Kitchen knife will do. In self-defense, this is bad though. I have single-handedly ruined Christmas. No, I won't let this be the narrative the press use against me. I've got to do something about this. Looks like I've got to save Christmas after ruining it.
Incoming.
Fucking hell. Piloting a sleigh is tough. Oh. Anyway, as you've probably noticed, I'm now dressed up like Santa and taking over his duties. It's a lot like that Tim Allen movie, Wild Hogs. Since it's now down to me to make Christmas a brighter season for as many people as possible, I'm going to spread some festive gaming with those left on my list. Every game I deliver will be connected to Christmas in some way. So we may as well get started here. My first lucky recipient is... Salem Watterson. They're 10 years old and a big fan of superheroes, especially the Miles Morales Spider-Man series. So with that in mind, I can think of no better game than... Batman Arkham Origins. Now how the hell do I get into the house? What the fuck? Oh wow. Some sort of automatic teleportation spell. So, Arkham Origins was a prequel to the Rocksteady Arkham games, developed this time by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment, and released in 2013. And the game centered on Batman taking on the world's deadliest assassins after a contract was put out on his head by rising crime lord Black Mask. Who's that? Aww, it's a doggy. Who's a good boy? This is a rookie Batman, who had yet to establish himself as an ally of the police, so he is constantly having to evade criminals and the cops, all over the course of Christmas Eve. So it's not on the level of Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, but the core gameplay is superior to Arkham Knight, containing quite comfortably the best boss battles in the entire Arkham series. There are also some great storytelling flourishes, including a Joker-centric level that offers an esoteric look at his own origins. I think this is easily one of the best moments in the entire Arkham series. Despite its reputation as being a lesser Arkham game, it's still a great game and well worth reconsidering. It's available right now on Steam or in the second-hand market for PS3, Xbox 360 and Wii U for refreshingly affordable prices. What's up, boy? You don't like fusses? Jesus, wept. Right, I need to get out of here. I'll see you at the next house. Okay, on to house number 2, or an apartment to be more precise. This is the home of Hattie Quinn, currently asleep on the sofa. She's 24, works as a waitress to supplement her crochet side business, and enjoys writing intensely gay fanfiction. Well, Hattie, it's your lucky day, because I can't think of a better game for you than Yakuza Kiwami. Released in 2016, developed by RGG Studios, and published by Sega, this is a remake of Yakuza, originally released on the PS2 in 2005. The game offers a lot of updated gameplay mechanics, as well as updated story beats to bring things closer in line to the Yakuza 0 prequel title. The game follows Kiryu Kazama, an up-and-coming young Yakuza who chooses to take the fall for his blood brother Nishikiyama, who murdered a top Yakuza captain. After his release from prison, at Christmas no less, Kiryu finds his former best friend is now a ruthless crime boss and is pulled into a power struggle that threatens to plunge the city into an all-out war. The game is deeply dramatic and endearingly silly, with deep wells of pathos, driven by a very personal bond between Kiryu and Nishiki. The game culminates in a brutal, extremely shirtless fistfight. It also features the iconic antagonist Majima, a man with the biggest crush on Kiryu, to the point where he basically becomes a more violent version of Pepe Le Pew. And Kiryu is an unwilling kitty with a stripe painted on his back. Great combat, a wealth of smart mini-games, and an emotionally compelling narrative centered on the love of two men. What's not to like? Yakuza Kiwami is available on PS4, Xbox One, Steam, and fully Steam Deck compatible, and also on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, I think she might wake up. Merry Christmas. I hope your crochet business goes well. Smells like old moldy pizza in here. I'm in the home of Jared T. Thompson. He goes by the name Jtron. He's a modestly popular YouTuber who runs a channel dedicated to complaining about forced diversity in a thinly veiled attempt to cover for his racism and misogyny. Man, he has a lot of Batman Funkos. Anyway, it's 1 AM, so he should be... Oh, so he's apparently streaming. Alright, I've had enough of listening to that. At the very least, the smell of crusty jizz has faded a little. For Jtron, I've decided to give him a gift that will make him truly happy. A game devoid of any sort of political or emotional perspective. Elf Bowling. It's literally just a basic bowling game. You play Santa, and you have to bowl down elves on the other end of the lane. It has the cheapest production values imaginable, and the mechanics are overtly simplistic. GTA and even Yakuza have bowling minigames with more nuance than this. But it's just bowling. The game has no perspective, no voice, no real ambitions beyond being a bowling game about elves. So as the outrage bait grift continues to cannibalize itself, they continue to run out of actual games to play. So this is basically all they'll be left with eventually. And that's fine. Enjoy your Elf Bowling, Jtron. Elf Bowling is available as abandonware download on PC, or on Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS for extortionate pricing on the secondary market. Or you could always emulate. I'm sure even Nintendo won't care if you emulate this one. Let's move along, shall we? Oh, fuck. I didn't need the teleportation magic this time. Christ on a dildo, that hurt. So I just fell through the roof of the home of Alexandria Benz, a divorcee who recently moved onto a compound of an armed militia. Given no alarms were raised, I'm guessing Alexandria is currently doing some late-night bomb-making classes, and I don't know if the guards saw where I fell, so I'm not 100% sure how much time we have here. So I'm going to need to be a bit sneaky. And with that in mind, my gift to Alexandria is Hitman Blood Money. Originally released in 2006, developed by IO Interactive and published by IDOS Interactive. Perfecting the sandbox murder puzzle formula that the series has been refining over the course of the previous 3 games. Every mission is a new conundrum to solve, being how do I kill this person as effectively and creatively as possible and slip away without a trace. The 7th mission of the game is titled You Better Watch Out, and this is a festive-themed mission set in the mountaintop mansion of a Hugh Hefner-esque pornographer who is throwing a seedy Christmas gathering. Hitman is one of my favourite game franchises, and Blood Money is possibly the best of the lot. Fuck. Hitman Blood Money is available on PC and on PlayStation or Xbox as part of the Hitman HD Enhanced Collection. I'll see you at the next house.
Freeze!
Ooh, that was close. They nearly shot me. Oh, they got me in the arm. Okay. I'm now in the home of Michael Quint, a 50-something gaming enthusiast who especially loves retro games because it takes him back to simpler times where wages and bills and waning human connections were never a problem. So, since he prefers older games, I am gifting Michael Snatcher, with a Mega CD emulator installed on a thumb drive. Legally obtaining classic games can be hard work, or just plain brutal on one's bank account, due to the obscene lack of care taken by the gaming industry to preserve its own history, so they leave any right-minded gamer no choice. For legal reasons, I won't tell you how to do it, but I also won't tell you not to do it. Snatcher is a graphic adventure originally released in 1988 for the NEC PC 8801, and ported onto increasingly more advanced systems until 1996, when it was released for the PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn. The game was primarily released in Japan and only saw a Western release in 1994 for the Sega Mega CD. The game was developed and published by Konami and masterminded by Hideo Kojima. Snatcher was a game that I wanted to play as a kid. I was captivated by the manga-style graphics and gritty, violent visuals, akin to Blade Runner, Akira, and The Terminator, but I never got a chance because I was a child and the game was rated for adults, so it wasn't readily available in the sort of retail chains that I relied on for video game purchases at the time. I went a long time in my life feeling like I missed out on feeling something special here. Finally getting to play the game as an adult, I got to experience a fraction of that feeling. It's a gripping, idiosyncratic adventure game, and as you discover when you visit the downtown area, you see Christmas decor everywhere, and even get to interview a man dressed as Santa, so the game is set at Christmas. And what doesn't say Christmas more than cyberpunk violence and deep-set Cold War paranoia? Not much, I'd say. I immediately knew this game would have been one of my favourite games as a kid, perhaps even a formative gaming experience. But looking at the person I am today, and the deep love and greater understanding I have for the medium, that I gained through years of life experience, I really don't mind missing out. I got to appreciate it all the same, perhaps even better than I would have as a kid. Discovering a new favourite retro game as an adult, it sparks that feeling of being a child again, and all the great times you had, the times that you could only have as a child. But it also makes you appreciate the moment you live in right now, the moment you actually got to experience this great thing, with all the life experience that came after that childhood ended, and hopefully all the other great moments you got to experience along the way. So I hope my gift brings Michael with that same sense of comfort and relief.
Andy, we know you're in there. We are the elves. Come out with your hands up.
Ah, bollocks. Santa's elves have finally found me. I better... Fuck, they've cut me off.
Mount police and police justice, or we'll blow up the whole house.
Oh wow, they've got armed drones. Okay, you've got me. I'm coming out. Hands up. I am not resisting.
Cuff that son of a bitch.
Hey, fuck! Are you using the plastic ties from toy packaging here? Ow! Ow!
You don't get to talk, murderer. Hold him still, boys. I drank a lot of eggnog before we got here.
Whoa, wait, what? Yeah.
Okay, drag him to the sleigh. You're gonna answer for your crimes against Christmas.
What the fuck? Hey guys, the Christmas elves have locked me up in their dungeon? I don't know why they've got one of these under Santa's workshop, but okay. They're going to administer a punishment for murdering Santa Claus. I don't know what that entails, to be honest. While we wait for the elves to get to me, I just want to say a few things. Already?
Okay, Santa Slayer. Time to go.
Okay. So thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please follow or subscribe on your favourite podcast provider and recommend it to your friends, family, or misunderstood curmudgeon who just needs one perfect Christmas moment to turn it all around. You can follow me on Twitter at truly_defective, Blue Sky at trulydefective, one word, and you can follow the podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky at VGDM podcast, one word. Electric locks here, but not in my cell?
Strap him to the chair.
Oh, fuck me, really? You have an execution chamber as well?
Shut up.
Oh, my dick!
It'll be easier if you stop struggling.
Fine.
Any last words, murderer?
Yeah. Hey folks at home, Christmas can be hard. I've spent a lot of them alone, either physically alone or surrounded by people I didn't feel at home with. Loneliness comes in a lot of forms, but video games kept me company in those times, and they stayed with me until the lonely feelings faded. I'm very lucky today that I don't have to feel like that anymore. I managed to build a home with the people I love, but there will always be video games to make all of that even better. To anyone else listening who's having a hard time, especially at this time of year, please remember this. Things can get better. We can all make it in this fucked up world if we just keep going. And in the meantime, there are always video games. Alright, you pointy-eared peckers, do your worst.
Fry that piece of shit.